Hi, and welcome to day 3. Today, we're going to start by looking at the agenda for this week. It's a great place to start your day. Every day, you have that attendance check. I did put an announcement in Google Stream the other day, notifying people, trying to remind them. I was hoping that people would go do their attendance if they saw that message, but some of you are still not doing the attendance daily, and you will get marked absent. So that's the big thing. Also, if you accidentally submit it or glitch on it, as long as you're making a submission, whether you get the point or don't get the point, remember you are marked present for attendance. So Ms. Watts isn't going to go in and fix any of them if you glitch or something like that, but she does mark you present for submitting it. So just make sure, even if you don't care about the point, click submit then. Like, don't even bother with the answer. Just click submit so you don't get an absence every day. But that is the attendance piece. It is nice to get that point every day. That adds up to 25 points. Anyways, I also put an announcement in Google Classroom Stream as a refresher video. Some people were still struggling with the new idea of Schoology. So this went right back over it again for everyone. If you didn't watch the day 1 recording, this was just one more place to get a refreshment on how to access stuff in Schoology. I also noticed when I went through everybody's submissions on day 1 that some of you had clicked submit on the tech quiz saying you completed it, but never did the Google form. So like when I went over to my Google form list, your name wasn't on the Google form. And so therefore I couldn't give you credit for it. So I did extend, you can see I did announce and extended that due date till the day 2 deadline. But if you still don't have it in by that, then it becomes a 0. I tried to reach out on GoGuardian to everyone who was logged in throughout the day, but if you weren't logged in, I couldn't reach out to you. But you want to make sure that you're staying on top of materials because, again, I said we move quickly. Those how-to items and completion quiz are due by Thursday. The attendance is every day. The rules quiz that you received on day 2 in the day 2 folder, that will be due Friday, as you can see. And today we're adding to our plate an email item and an About Me project. The email will be due tonight, and the About Me project due, that arrow continues into Monday. Okay, so let's go take a look at Schoology. Remember, in order to get into Schoology, I am going to log in from the district website if I have not bookmarked it to my bookmarks bar. So the smart thing to do would be to bookmark it so that you have it at easy access every day. But if you like going from the district website, you can also go right there to Schoology on the left-hand side. Again, remember, some people said I can't sign in. You have to go to the district site. You can't log in just from the internet. You have to go from Shippensburg. Let me find the account I'm logging in with right here. I'm going to show you a student account view again, just to try and make your lives easier so that you can see. I knew I'd find it. There we go. Took me a little while to remember that cafeteria number. Okay, logging in. When you come to your course dashboard, if you followed the instructions in lesson 1, the course dashboard we changed to be our home screen. So yours might load with this right on the home screen. Notice he has nothing overdue. Items coming up. Shows us our due dates. We click into the class to see our folders. There's our upcoming events. Click into the week 1 folder. Day 3 folder says email technique and all about me. We're going to learn the proper technique to email a teacher, and you're going to start a project about yourself. Day 3 folder. I can see all the pieces that Ms. Watts has laid out for me. I like to start them in order. That's just me. You might want to skip right to the attendance piece to do that first and get that off your plate because that has to be in at a certain time. I'm going to go through step by step. That's just me. And if I show you the attendance right now, then our class kind of ends. So you're going to follow the instructions, read over the guidelines, create a scenario that fits for you, like I model in class, and you're going to send an email today following these rules. So let us take a look at the email rules. So these are the 5 key points when you're emailing someone who's professional or a teacher, an adult, when it's not just one of your buddies. Rules to follow to make sure that in the virtual world, your teachers understand you. A lot of times I get emails that have no topic. They say, I'm stuck. They're very vague. It's really hard when I'm not in the room with you to understand what you want me to help you with if you're not specific, and give me details. So this is an exercise in practicing how can I make my teacher understand exactly what I need from her. And that will better serve you going forward in virtual learning. So the first thing that the graphic says is important, and this is an infographic because it's a picture with words. The first thing the infographic shows us is that we need to have a subject line. So many times I get emails that are just blank in the subject line. This is the place where you want to tell Miss Watts or your teacher what it is your email's about. 2 to 5 words. Missing grade, homework question, late work, login issue, something like that. So I'm going to go over to my Google email. See, this one says Google Games webinar. Tells me exactly what my email was about. So I'm going to send an email to that email account that you have to email today, test user 2020 at shipk12.org. Okay. My subject line, 2 to 5 words. What is it my problem is? Missing. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No. So going back to my email, I guess, because it did something weird. Bear with me, because it takes, for some reason, so long to load this while I'm screencastifying. And if that doesn't work, we might just have to do it on a sheet of paper for me to show you. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Okay, so again, test user 2020 at shipk12.org. So that's the email address. The subject line. Okay, this is where I am going to write 2 to 5 words on what I need help with. So I am going to choose missing grades in Skyward. Okay, so that's my problem. Going to go back to the infographic. Information 2 says in the body, don't write your entire message in that subject line. That's another thing I see students doing. Their entire problem and paragraph is in that subject line. That is not where you write your note. So you need to begin with a greeting, because remember, your teachers and whoever you're emailing are people too. Hi, Miss Watts. Good morning, Mr. Weller. Hi there, Miss Verholy. Hey, Miss Staver. Good afternoon, Mr. Horgus. Something like that to greet your teacher. So I'm going to write, hello, Miss Watts, because that's what you're going to do. Hello, Miss Watts. Please start my day off great. Good afternoon. How are you doing, Miss Watts? Okay. Then get to the point. A perfect sentence to start any of your emails to your teachers with after you say hello is to say, I am writing because, and then you'll fill in that blank with whatever it is you're writing about. So I'm going to go back over to my email. Notice I am in the body of my email. I'm not still in that subject line. So hello, Miss Watts. I am writing because I saw 2 missing grades in my Skyward account. Period. Because sentences get punctuation. Then I need to tell them some details, because Miss Watts doesn't know what 2 grades you're missing. Miss Watts doesn't know what assignment you're talking about. Miss Watts is not with you. So she doesn't know what you've already tried. If you say, I can't log into Schoology, well, have you gone from the gray page and it's not working? Have you just Googled Schoology.com and it's not working? Like, what have you already done? So there's a couple next lines depending on what your topic is. You can say things like, I have already tried logging in from the gray page. I remember that I turned in such and such assignment, but I'm not seeing it there. The 2 grades that I'm missing are for the tech survey and attendance day number 2. Okay, so make sure you tell Miss Watts exactly what it is you're writing about with some details. So my first sentence was, I am writing because I saw 2 missing grades in Skyward. The grades I am missing are tech survey, and I'm also missing, what was the other thing due? Let's say the attendance day 1, period. I remember doing them, but don't see any grades. Okay, so I've told her exactly what assignments I'm missing, and I tell her on my part, I remember doing them. Okay, next part. Number 4, the closing. Also, remember, your teachers are working really long hours, a lot of times answering your questions after school, finding your grades, looking into things for you, and trying to help as much as we can from afar. So thanking or saying, I hope you have a nice evening, or sorry to bother you so late. Sometimes when I see that a student sends me an email at 11:30 at night, sometimes I think, do they know I'm sleeping, or that I know I have a family? So just thanking somebody for their time that is involved in helping you out. So thank you. Ooh, caps lock. Thank you for looking into this. Have a good night, because I'm in the evening. Okay? And then sign your name. In addition to signing your name, also telling a teacher what class period you're in, and for Miss Watts, what grade you're in, because I teach everyone, is also helpful. So we're going to pretend this is Tucker, my son, Watts. He is in grade 7. and class period 2. So that really helps. And then he can go ahead and click on send, except my Swatz's face is blocking the send button. There we go. And click send, and it sends it to Ms. Watts or the test user account that you are going to be mailing to. And that's how you send a proper email. Tonight, for your assignment today, and what gets turned in today, so I'm going to navigate back to the folder by clicking on the blue link. What gets turned in tonight before you do the completion check is that you need to, you click back into that packet. The second piece in that email rules graphic is the instructions for the assignment. So let those load. You're going to read the infographic like we did together. Create a scenario in your head like I did about missing grades. Please do not plagiarize my example, where you need to email a teacher. You're going to construct an email using all of these rules that you've learned. And you're going to send the email, and it's not going to be to this email address. I need to correct that. It is to the email address in the actual title slide. So I'm going to go in and fix that graphic. It needs to go to this test user 2020 at shipk12.org. So it's going to go to test user 2020 at shipk12.org. Okay, the other account doesn't exist. So make sure you use that one. Okay, so that is the email test. And then once you send that email to test user 2020 at shipk12.org, you are going to then click on the email completion check. So he already sent the email. Don't worry, he's not in my class. I'm not doing his work. He's going to say, start a new attempt. Did he, and he read, complete this once you have sent an email. I have. I read the 5 rules. I sent the email to the address using those rules. Yes. Now it should say no. And submit. And there, that part has been submitted. Okay. Going back out to the folder to look at what else I have to do today. I have the About Me project. This project is due on Monday. This is the first time you're seeing how an assignment loads in Schoology. So you'll note, loads this little assignment. You have a description of the assignment where I see follow the lesson instructions to complete and submit. Remember to click edit first, work on it, then click submit to send it to be graded. This is a specific way that you have to do things for Schoology to submit. Go to my document. Here is my document. Again, remember the first step they said to do was click edit. You may, if you do not see your document loading, you may have to click can't see my document, connect to my account. So if you see any kind of error or it doesn't load your document, you might have to click this to connect your Google Drive and accept any kind of warnings they say. You do not want to just edit it down below. You need to click, like the instructions said, on the blue edit button. So I'm going to go ahead and click. It opens up my document in Google Slides in a separate tab. The first thing you'll see is my example. It's 2 pages. So you see exactly how I've filled it out. So first 2 pages are my example pages. As you can see, they both say my example. In between the example pages is a title cover sheet for you to type your name, your class period. So I'm going to type my name, Tucker. Tucker Watts. I'm going to type my class period, 2. I'm going to type my grade, which is 7th. Okay. Here's the rubric for where you're getting the 50 points. The next 2 slides are your project slides. Remember, when you're done, you still have to submit in Schoology using that submit button that is right over here. Okay. So we're going to go back to our assignment. Next 2 pages are mine. So the first thing I have to do is make text boxes. If I go to the rubric says student has made size appropriate text boxes for all items. So I'm going to go in. I use my text box tool. I have to create text boxes here for my name. Tucker Watts. In the box that says nickname, there's accidentally a text box there, so you can just delete it. I think that's from something else. I want it, let me. Tucker Watts. I'm going to make a text box there for nickname if you have one. And put Tuck. Make sure you move it so I can actually see your words. Okay. I'm going to, if you can't see very well, if it's too far away, you can change the zoom. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong one. I wanted to zoom it 100%. Now you can be closer and make those appropriate. I think I copied the wrong one. You might have a few text boxes to delete. Okay. How old I am, 12. Okay, so you go through and you make text boxes for all of these items. Make sure they fit into the boxes. That's what the size appropriate thing. I like below deck. Yeah. Okay. In the birthday balloons, you can put your birthday. Okay. The next requirement, if I go back to the rubric and read what is it I'm to do, the student has colored the crayon with a colored rectangle or scribble. So go from the rubric to my project. I'm going to choose to use the scribble. And my favorite color, I access the colors, I think are, where did they go? Maybe I'll make a colored rectangle instead. Forget where the colors come up for the scribble. Okay, I'm going to make a colored rectangle. Oh, that's how they come up for the scribble. You can either do the rectangle, or if you scribble, that's right. I can scribble and then I can click on my scribble. Hold on, scribble. Why isn't it scribbling? If I scribble and I drag my scribble out, let's say that's my scribble, and you would scribble better than that. But if you click on your scribble, you can make it thicker and you can change the color of it. Green is my favorite color. So it's up to you. The rectangle might look nicer to you. That's what I did on my example slide. I just used a rectangle that was green. So it's up to you, either a scribble or a rectangle on the crayon. Going back to the rubric, what do I do after the crayon? I answer all the questions. So of course you did that when you made the text boxes. You have to put something in every box. Even if you don't have any pets, right? I have no pets. Please do not write, I don't know, for favorite book or don't have one. At least come up with something you like to let me know a little bit about you. Okay, there's got to be some book you've read at some point or some movie you've seen at some point you liked that was based on a book. The next big techie thing is to embed a YouTube video. So what you're going to do is come down into the favorite music, favorite song, and you're going to embed a music video of your favorite song. So in order to do that, I am going to go to Insert, Video. I am going to type in what I'm looking for. So I like a band called House Fires. Okay, so I typed that in and I'm going to pull the video that I want. It will then embed it. I will have to resize it because that's obviously too big. So I just click and resize it smaller so it fits nicely in that box. There you go. So there's my video. Okay, I don't need to do anything with that. Okay, the next item off the rubric is that the student has linked a book to Amazon and provided a picture. So linking. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to write in the text box the name of the book I like. For all intensive purposes, to make it go quick, I'm going to write Hunger Games in the box. I do like Hunger Games. Okay. I'm now going to go open a tab and go to Amazon.com.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Sorry, that's Alexa. And then I'm going to type in the name of the book I'm looking for. So Hunger Games. Okay. And I'm going to scroll down till I find the picture I want to use for my book. This is pretty epic and fits the bill for what I need. Going to right click on it and say copy image. I'm going to go back to my thing right there and I'm going to paste it. Oop, guess I didn't copy it. Hold on, let me go back to Amazon and see what I did wrong. Copy, copy image, and go back. Now I'm going to go right here, control paste. There it is. I'm going to paste it. Probably have to make it a little smaller so people can see it. And there we go. Okay, so I've named it. I've pictured it, but the rubric says I have to link it. Okay, I have to link the book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to my text box where I have Hunger Games written. I'm going to highlight the word Hunger Games. On my keyboard, I'm going to hit Control and K. That pulls up the link box. I can also, instead of hitting Control K, if I don't know how to do that, I am going to highlight it and go into Insert up on my menu and click on Insert Link. As you can see, it's Control K, but Insert Link also from here. Okay, then it pulls open that box as well. So I'm going to link it to, we said, that Amazon website for the book. Okay, so there it is. Going to copy the link from up top, Control Copy, so that you can find the Hunger Games. Oops, I think I went backwards. You want to click on the book, Go to the page where the book is. So hold on. Okay, yes. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Yes, okay. I actually bought the book. Control copy the book. I'm going to paste that link where it says link right here with Control V to paste. And now, as you can see, Hunger Games, the words turned blue. So if I X out of that Amazon page, for example, and I would click on this link, it now tells me it's sending me to Amazon to buy the book. Okay, so that's the goal, is that you're going to highlight it, Control K, and paste the link that you want to take people to. Okay, you want to link the name of the book to the actual Amazon page for the book. Okay, and you might need to watch those
I don't know
steps.
that one.
Sorry, Alexa. You might need to watch those steps again to see how that works. Okay, back to the rubric. I need to include a selfie. So in the selfie box, go up here. I need to insert image. You can either take one of you right now, or if you have one, I'm going to quickly, because I do not know on this computer where there are any selfies, take a photo. Oh, I don't want that. That's not what I wanted. Not where I want. Oh, maybe I do have a photo. We'll see what loads. Doesn't look, nothing. Sad face. Okay, insert image. We're going to do it by my camera. Hi. Insert. There I am. Size yourself down so you fit. If you double click on it, the little cropping bars come out so you can crop and cut out the background that doesn't matter, and make yourself smaller that way too, so that you don't get smaller, just the background gets smaller. And then X out of that, and then you have a little smaller picture of you. So that works too. There's Miss Watts. Okay. Scroll down, go back to the rubric. I put the selfie. The student has turned your BFF text boxes to fit the angle. So on page 2, you have this box called BFFs. If I just make a normal text box and write my best friend's name is Melissa, okay, as you can see, that looks really awkward because it's not the right way. So when you have the text box highlighted, there's a little grip up at the top that you can put your mouse on, and you can spin and move your text boxes to fit the BFF box. Okay, so you get points for that, making them fit. And finally, we put our name, our class period, and our grade on the title sheet. So there you go, Tucker Watts, period 2, 7th grade. And then he is ready to submit it. And the way in which we submit it is we go into the About Me project back in Schoology. We click on that submit button and we say, do we want to submit? Yes, we do. And that was successful. And I click done. And I can see right here, my assignment has not been graded, but it has been submitted. And it still appears down here, but I can see that it was submitted. If I decide I need to change it, I can unsubmit it. But there it is submitted for me. Unlike Google Docs, it will not update unless you unsubmit it and make the changes. So you can't just edit the document and then hope it uploads. You would have to unsubmit it. The final thing you have to look at when you go back, you can navigate up here back to the day 3 folder. And the last thing of the day is in that folder is the attendance check. So it's where's Miss Watts on day 3. Here, let's find her. Miss Watts needed a milkshake to make her week better. So she went to Maplewood, maybe for a donut or a whoopie pie. So Maplewood, all one word, Maplewood. and that is where Miss Watts is. They will always be in the recorded video and in the live lesson. I had just forgotten that on day one. That's why there was a picture. So you don't have to ask, where is she? I can't find her. It's always in the recording. There you go. Have a great day 3, and I will see you tomorrow.